Hi, my name is Mocha. Welcome to my channel. So, I'm gonna get right to the chase. As you can see from the title below, I'm doing an Avatar The Last Airbender makeup inspired series type of thing. First element I'm going to be doing is water. And only because water is the first book of the series. They started the series with water. I mean, kind of makes sense. So, I started working on this project since June, and it's October. Yeah, I've been slacking of it was going to get done eventually, and finally, it's getting done. So water is the first element of this 4-part series, and if you want to see my take on the water element, then please keep on watching.
Jumping right in, I'm going to go in with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, and I'm going to use it to prime my eyes, tapping it all over my lid and blending it out using a brush. To start off my crease, I'm going to go in with my James Charles X Morphe palette with the shade Cola, and I'm going to use that shade to line all the way up to my brow and all the way down past my tear duct, or inner corner, whichever you prefer to say. Using a much more fluffy blending brush, I'm going to take the shade Playground from the same palette and I'm going to blend it above my crease. Now to cut my crease, I'm going to take a mixture of both my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk and my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain to really clean up the crease. Now this part of the eyeshadow had to be very bright and white, and I took a tiny amount of the LA Girl Pro Concealer because number one, even though the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil is straight up white, it doesn't really allow me to clean up and glide with ease. And number two, even though LA Girl has a flat white concealer, I didn't have it, so I had to use the lightest concealer I had in my kit to help the NYX base glide with more ease on my lid. Go back in with the shade Cola. I'm just going to deepen and define my crease line. Now taking the shade Flashback, I'm going to use it with a fluffy blending brush to set and stop my lid from creasing. Then go in with the same white shade and pack it on using a flat eyeshadow brush. And the police, I don't know what's going on outside, but they gotta stop. I'm trying to record. Now to add some shimmer, I'm going to use my MAC Pigment in the shade Vanilla and pack it all over my lid because no, I couldn't just keep the eyes matte. Also, I know it's kind of hard to see the shimmery pigment because of the lights, but just know it was lit. LOL, see what I did there? No? Okay, I'll stop. Now for mascara, I'm just going to take my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I'm just going to coat my lashes nice and evenly. And for lashes, I'm using these called Brit from Z Minx Luxury Lashes, and honestly, these are so pretty. I love the way they're shaped. Just perfect for this look. Now for the face, I'm starting off by priming using Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. Say that 3 times. Oh. And to color correct, I'm using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Coverage Foundation in the shade Y535. For foundation, I'm using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation in the shade 440. For concealer, I'm using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer in the shade 440 as well. And I don't know why I put concealer on my chin, because that part is going to be completely covered with face paint later on in the video. But I guess it was force of habit, I don't know. It just didn't make sense. To bake, I'm using my Mercier Medium D Translucent Powder. For my bronzer, I'm using my Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami bronzer, and it's a little weird because I'm literally only putting the bronzer on one cheek, but later on in the video you'll see why this will all make sense. At this moment here, I'm going back and using Cola to really define and emphasize my inner corners. I'm going to prime my lower lash line using L'Oreal Lash Primer, because God knows they really need the help. And as I wait for them to dry, I'm going to take some dual glue and tap a little bit of glue on the tips of the inner core ducts I created. Then using 2 small gems from Bead Landing Jewels on the places I put the glue. I also got the gems from Michael's craft store a while ago. Using my NYX white liquid eyeliner, I'm going to treat it as a mascara for my lower lash line. In the water tribes, I know it's super cold and icy where they live at the north and south poles of the world. So I'm trying to create the illusion of snow on my lashes and using a lot of blues and whites in this look. Now onto my icy and cold looking highlighter. I'm using the shade Hello on my brow bone and nose. Nice and icy. Icy. Now finally we are getting to a more fun and creative part of the look. I'm using a piece of tape I cut into a circle to help me shape the moon. I'm going to be using a mixture of Graftobian's Catinlina blue and Raven black for the night sky. Dabbing and blending the 2 colors all over my forehead using the Graftobian's face sponge, and my hands get really messy at this point. After blending the face paint on my forehead, I removed the tape using some lash applicators. To create the crescent moon, I'm using a mixture of Graftobian's white Swan and Catinlina blue. And with these 2 colors, I'm actually creating a very pale blue. The water tribe has 2 symbols. I'm creating the moon symbol on my forehead first, and if I remember correctly, this symbol was seen a lot more in the northern tribe. This symbol also has the moon in it, so it makes more sense for it to be up in the night sky. Now using white Swan, I'm going to create a bunch of night clouds all around my forehead. This allows for me to cover up and hide any mistakes I made when freehanding the symbol, because let's be honest, that is not my ministry. Clouds are just giant fluffs in the sky made up of water, so it worked out in my favor. Then I start adding stars all over, big ones and small ones. Now taking my BH Cosmetics Power Pencil in white, I'm using it as a starting point for how I want the water to sit. Now using Catinlina blue, I'm going to paint it all between the whites and waves of the ocean water. And using white Swan, I'm going to tap around the white lines I made using the BH Cosmetics Power Pencil to create the foamy parts of the waves you usually see in the ocean. Now, like I said, freehanding is not my calling. So I'm using the cap of my Urban Decay setting spray and dipped it in the pale blue and white paint mix I made and gently pressing that perfect circle onto my left cheek. Now this is where I start to create the other water tribe symbol, and this one is a lot more popular, or should I say more used and recognized throughout the series. I took the cap of my NYX Jumbo pencil and dipped it in the white Swan and gently pressed that perfect circle onto my skin a little closer to my eye. I wanted to add a full moon to the look because that's one of the things that's so iconic about the waterbenders and how much stronger they are when a full moon comes around. This is also the part where I usually put my signature heart, but I usually put it on the corner of my right eye, and that part is clearly occupied. And I just thought the full moon was more fitting. To line my lips, I'm going to use my MAC Cosmetics Chestnut Lip Pencil. For lipstick, I'm going to use my Colourpop Lippie lipstick in the shade Parker. And for lip gloss, I'm going to use my Tarte H2O gloss called Sail Away. Because we have a lot going on with the face, the eyes, and everything else, I just wanted a simple nude lip. To set my entire face, I'm going to use my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And fan it out. Fan it out. And this is the final look. It took me 5 tries to film it, but I think I got it. Thank God. I just wanted to create a water tribe inspired look, and I think I did that. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because this is literally the first video of a 4-part series. The calm and flowy element of water is done. The stubborn element of earth is coming up next. So, be on the lookout.